We hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That escalated quickly. This is Socratic Rips, and let's do this. Like you just heard, I finally hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I kind of wanted to start out by saying, you know, I really appreciate all the people that have been watching my channel, subscribing, liking my videos. You know, I'm humbled that you even want to watch my videos. And, you know, even thinking about how I started the channel, you know, I started it because I was talking with students and they were like, I would tell them what I'm ripping and they were like, well, I wish I could see it. They're like, you should record it and show it in class. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I should show it in class. You know, principal might get annoyed, stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to put them on YouTube and TikTok. And a couple students are like, yeah, that's a great idea. You should do it. You should, you know, jump right in. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to do it. And it started, well, you know, probably have like maybe 30 students that, you know, kind of check my stuff out here and there. And the rest of it is, you know, random people that just kind of came along the way. And, you know, I just really appreciate that. I never started this journey to have a lot of YouTube subscribers. And I know some people are going to be out there, 1,000 is not a lot. Well, to me it is. And it's very humbling to reach this milestone. And, you know, I just want to say thank you again, especially with the people that have been rocking with me the longest. You know, like TheRareCandyShow. I think he's been there before I was even at 100. I think even before 50 maybe. So he was one of the early people, and you should check out his channel, by the way. And even my students, you know, Kaylee, Aaliyah, Abby, you know, Deanna, you know, let's see who else, Jalen. There are so many students that I can just keep naming that, you know, they encourage me and, you know, gave me good feedback about like how to do things, and having a student like James tell me about my editing and helping me out with that, how to learn CapCut. So again, like this has been a journey, and today I wanted to do something a little special, you know, kind of for that, for, you know, reaching 1,000. So I'm going to be opening up this Pokemon Chinese, actually Simplified Chinese 2025 Journey Collection gift box. You know, it's the Mew edition. And I think I bought it like 3 months ago, and my guy's been like, bro, when are you going to open it? I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to open it yet. And it's going up in price. I think they're about like $150 now. And so I was like, you know what? I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to rip it open. And I think this is a good occasion to rip it, right? So again, before we go on to the ripping, again, thank you. I'm humble. And if you're new to the channel, you know, make sure to like, subscribe. You know, I would really appreciate it. I'm just a teacher by day, card ripper by night. Yeah, this box looks beautiful, man. This is again a 2025 Journey Collection gift box, Mew edition. You know, if I'm correct, there's 6 departure packs, 3 jumbo 151 packs, and 3 jumbo packs of, I think one's called Eternal Birth, Miracle Journey. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would read it off here, but low key, I do not speak Mandarin. Shocker, right? Maybe I'm just uncultured. Maybe I'm not. But hey, we'll find out what's in here together. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to open this up, kind of see what's all in this as well. And as we open it, guys, you know, I do want to say, like, there's going to be a lot of big things happening in my life that I will be sharing, you know, in future videos. You know, there's a lot of big changes coming for me personally. As you know, professionally, on many different levels, as a YouTuber, as a collector. And so just be on the lookout for that, you know, because there are a lot of changes coming up, and some of the changes are going to be a little hard for me, and they might take a little bit of time transitioning into, you know, my new role, different new roles in life. So, but yeah, again, I love the box. I love the pink, the silver, the gray. It's pretty dope. Again, I don't know what that says. I don't speak Mandarin. But if you do, let me know down in the comments. So it kind of looks like an ETB, and I kind of messed with it. When I first saw it, I was like, dude, that looks dope. I kind of wanted to just buy it just because it looked awesome. Is that ridiculous of me? Some would say, yes, that is ridiculous. All right, let's see. We got some stuff in here. So there's nothing else here. I actually like the way they packed the stuff. That's pretty nice, actually, in my opinion. I don't know about y'all, but I think that's pretty sweet. You know, I think our ETBs are packed okay. They can be packed better. But let's see what we have. We have this cool die in here. Like as Mew, 2. I like it. Pretty sweet. I like it. And we have these little ones. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think the Chinese packs they're doing some pretty cool stuff. The sleeves, nice, simple, slick. I like that. I kind of mess with that simplicity. I don't know about y'all, but I do mess with simplicity on things. I think sometimes we overdo it and make things look too great. But yeah. That didn't make sense. We make things look too great. No, let me rephrase that. Sometimes we actually overdo it and we take away from its greatness already. Damn, that would have been crazy. 1,000 video, I sliced my hand open. Oh no. So what do we have? So we got some jumbo packs here. Obviously, these are the 151. We got some departure packs. Ooh, they're all the same. Again, I can't read that, so I don't know exactly. I think that might be Eternal Birth. I'm not sure. But hey, we'll find out together. We'll see. There's some dope cards. And I know there's a mixture of cards in here, from like Paldea Evolved and other sets. But let's see what's in these, y'all. Guys, kind of getting to 1,000 subscribers is kind of been surreal. For me as. Oh, yeah, let's go. Actually, I kind of mess with the style. I think they look pretty slick. We'll put those over here. Let's just go through all these. I'm pretty sure you can get like a special hit in here too. Like IRs and stuff like that. Not just energies. There we go. Let's go, Maggie. That's a dope card. Let's go. I definitely take it. We starting this out right. 1,000 subscriber video. Got to get a nice IR. Bang. I don't know how much it's worth, but I'm gonna be geek for it because 1,000 subscriber, right? Let's be geek for everything. But yeah, guys, kind of getting to 1,000. I'll be real with you. It started out really rough for me. I started doing like full videos, but I kind of started with sports, and I started out with sports cards and kind of branched off again. Like I was getting back into Pokemon. After years of not collecting, because being poor, started kind of coming out of college, not having the money as a teacher right away. Ooh, I definitely take those two. Put them here. So being able to kind of jump back in, which has been really cool. Kind of a big, not much of a big learning curve, when it came to Pokemon, because obviously I grew up with it, played Pokemon Go, collected cards, but just, kind of doing YouTube stuff. And some people are like, well, you kind of gravitated really easy to it. And that's because I virtual taught and stuff like that. So I'm a teacher and I was able to talk and communicate already well. But I look forward to the next, hopefully thousands of more subscribers. In my opinion, obviously, let me know. Let me see. I'm going to save these for last. These are kind of, obviously they're jumbo packs. They're kind of thick. But there's been a lot of things I learned along the way, which I think I'm going to do a video about it. Like the things I learned about YouTube, kind of like to help people out with their journey as they continue on, when they're starting out with their YouTube careers. And it's kind of weird. I don't want to call this a career because this is not my main career. Obviously, you guys know I'm a teacher. That comes first. But again, like I just do this for fun, and I love building community with people, because at the end of the day, if you're doing Pokemon and you're not building community, I don't know. I feel like for me that's kind of icky. Like, especially like just for me, like trading with friends as a kid, playing Pokemon Go, just being out in the community. Pokemon to me has always been about community. Ooh, that's nice. Hitting these Pokeballs. There we go. I'm pretty sure I have this card already in English. It's pretty dope, though. There's days I had like those glasses, or like a pair of glasses or something that like did auto translate. I think that would be pretty awesome. So as of right now, we got 2 IRs. We got like a total of, I guess you could say this is a hit, but some people wouldn't. We're finished these. Some Pokeballs. Yeah, so I definitely want to make a YouTube video just kind of outlining my experience of what I've learned. And kind of like the hardships too, right? Because I think some people forget that there's a lot of hardships, you know, and sacrifices you have to make, you know, when you try to do YouTube and stuff like that. I think I've been pretty good at balancing it out. But, I mean, there's areas I can do better. That's a pretty dope card too. There we go. I do really like these, the simplified Chinese cards. I think they're pretty awesome, personally. And if you're wondering, you know, my guy Mitch, he's been telling me to open these up. Open this this ETB up. So I was like, you know what, I'll do it. I got you, bro. We're gonna finally take the dive and we're gonna open this up. I keep going for those 151s. Yeah, also, guys, you know, be careful, like, buying this stuff on YouTube. I mean, YouTube, TikTok Shop, or even eBay. There's a lot of fakes out there. It's like, really look at the packaging. Like, I bought this from a guy I trust. Like you know, he's even helped me trying to plan a trip to Japan, China, and then Thailand, like a three-leg trip. Now, if I find out this is fake, I know where he lives. No threats. Promises. I kid. But this actually looks pretty sweet too. And young kids, if you don't know what that is, that could be a CD, a DVD, or a Blu-ray. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm you know, I'm kind of being a little asshole there. Yeah, if you really want to know what some prehistoric digital, like some prehistoric media, try a floppy disk. Whoa, those are crazy. All right, guys. Now we're at the best part. The 151. Let's get some dope hits here, guys. Oh, that pack did not open up nice right away. Give me something dope. That's dope. See, I love basic cards. I think that, like to me, that would be a cute, what's it called, full art or IR. Even that, him, bro, just chilling on the roof, not caring, thinking about what kind of pizza he's gonna eat. Like him right here, looks like he, you know, he's worshiping a slice of pizza. If you haven't figured that out, yeah, I love pizza. That card's fire. No pun intended, right? Don't want to piss bro off. All right, here we go, guys. Come on, give me a good hit. Don't do me this way. Ditto. Oh, jinx. All right, that wasn't a very good pack, but you know what? Hey, let's keep this party going. Like, that's a fire card too. Sheesh. My boy flexing. That's how I am after I eat a slice of pizza. That's a dope card too. My boy. That's sweet. Come on. No. All right, last pack, Magic. Can Socratic Rips pull something awesome, or is he gonna get nothing good? We're just blasting through these ones, guys. My boy chilling. There we go. And no, so we kind of got cooked on that one. Let me separate these out real quick. I did a little. All right, so let's look at kind of the hits I got. I mean, was this box? Is it, if you would have paid $150 for this, I would have been like, yeah, we got super cooked. But I didn't pay that, so I'm pretty happy I didn't. All right, pretty dope card. I like it. These are definitely going to go in my binder, if you're wondering. Obviously, the best card. But yeah, guys, do I recommend buying, one of these if they're a good price? Of course I do. I think you should. I think they have great cards in it, especially if you get lucky, you pull a dope card. For me, I like it. I like the Chinese cards. I definitely think, there's a place, especially if you can get ones that are real. So you got to be careful, right? There's a lot of issues. Got to know trusted people to buy them from. But I do highly recommend them. I think they're pretty awesome. That's just me. I mean, let me know down in the comments. What do you think? Do you trust buying Chinese cards, or you kind of iffy on it? You rather stick with maybe English or Japanese cards? But yeah. But with that said, guys, I want to end this video out by talking about how appreciative I am of you, and that we were able to get 1,000 subscribers to get some traction on YouTube. And I use the phrase "we" because yes, even though I'm creating the content, without you, this channel is nothing. Without my students, this channel is nothing. And so I just want to, again, I'm humbled, and I just want to again thank you all again for supporting this channel. And hopefully we can keep pushing this forward. We can keep going, higher and higher. We'll see, let's see where it goes. If it stops here and it's just you all watching, I'm okay with that. But if we can get up to higher numbers, let's go for it, right? But that's just me. And be checking out my channel for big news, kind of what's going to be happening in my life. There's a lot of news coming out, and there's going to be a couple little different types of videos out there as well. But make sure to like, subscribe. Obviously share out the channel, comment down below. Again, also comment down below if there's things that you think I could be doing better. Let's make this next 1,000 I get, better content. This is Socratic Rips. And me and my homie right here, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Let's go for 2,000 subs, baby.